And it is the first time in human history that the vast majority of humanity has actually been able to get access to all the information available on the planet. And you may ask, was this all envisioned in the spring of 1994? And the answer is it actually was. The answer is it actually was. The big event was this auction of the basic blocks that would be composing, the cellular industry that would be created more or less from scratch.
All eyes were upon it. Congress was on it. The chairman knew that. People understood that if it didn't succeed, it was really kind of the end of the program.
I was pretty sure that I had the theory right, and I was pretty sure that that my software would work, but I wasn't at all sure that the FCC's software would work. And I was thinking, oh my God, this thing could be a huge failure.
That was the first real auction that was done with computers on screens, and you could bid remotely via this thing called the internet. First in history.
I was very nervous about it, and was sitting there cheering in the background when it succeeded. And similar licenses went for similar, actually identical prices. There were a bunch of $80 million licenses. They were equivalent, and they all went for the same price as they should when the auction is working correctly.
The interesting thing is nobody really knew what it was worth at the time that we were running these auctions. But it just tells you that, those who value it are going to utilize it. And people don't want to waste this resource. It's too valuable.
It soon became absolutely clear that there just was going to be one headline. How big was the check? It was ironic, maybe paradoxical, because the goal wasn't to get the most amount of money, but it was a big check.
The industry had estimated that the auction would raise something like $50 million, and it actually raised more than $600 million, and it was pretty shocking.
So it all starts with having an auction technique that doesn't make anyone overpay. That's the contribution of the game theorists, and Milgrom later got a Nobel Prize for that.
People would ask me every year around Nobel Prize, are you staying up for a phone call? And it was in 2020 when there came to be a knock on the door in the middle of the night. Paul, wake up, you've won the Nobel Prize.
There was a spirit of confidence, fundamental belief that American drive and technological wizardry and embrace of the new, that fundamental idea, everybody bought into. It's a pivotal moment, the Omni auction, because it changed perceptions in what was going to happen. It's one thing to say this theory is going to work. It's another thing to say the future is inevitable.